but the Democrats haven't been offering working people anything, right? Except, as the fellows used to say on the street corner here, when I was a kid, often only bubble gum in hard times, and they're always fresh out of bubble gum, right? I mean, that's what the Democrats have been doing basically since Jimmy Carter, right? Um, and they don't have anything to offer, and eventually people are going to start to go for other stuff. I mean, that's one of the things that's so frustrating about this Biden thing, that the Democrats made clear both in 2016, but especially in 2020, that they're more afraid of the left than they are of a second Trump term, right?
Yeah.
But Biden is what there is. And I think that my slogan, just to get the record straight about how I feel about it, is I would like to get a bumper sticker that says Biden Harris, because sometimes you just have to clean the damn toilet.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is like, I think, right? But that said, I think the greatest danger of 4 or 8 years of Biden or Biden Harris or whatever is that things are going to get worse and worse. They're definitely getting worse and worse after the pandemic. Even when we come out the other side, one of the things that coming out the other side is going to mean is seeing just how much worse things have gotten for people. The Democrats aren't going to offer anything, and that will set the stage for a more competent version of Trump, right? Mark suggested maybe Nikki Haley, but even somebody more competent and saleable and ruthless than that. And I think another thing that leftists ought to stop doing, and I guess I'm just preaching now, is pretending that we have better options than we have, right? Lord knows, I've always thought that what you need to do in bad times is to try to imagine the absolute worst thing that can happen and figure out how you could try to deal with that, right, in the reaction. But all the, I can't vote for Biden, or just like I can't vote for Hillary 4 years ago, or who's the Greens?
Howie Hawkins.
Oh, right, that's right. I even forgot. I'm such a non-entity. Yeah. But the reality is that that's the thing that there is to do right now. It's not glamorous, but like I said, sometimes you just have to clean the toilet, right? And that's what this is, to try to create enough space to begin to organize into some kind of fight back. Yeah. I kind of rambled there, didn't I?
No, but I think that is what. It's funny you said Angela Davis, who, you are a Bernie person, so I don't understand how Angela Davis somehow thinks general elections matter, but primaries don't.
Right.
But she said, Biden creates more space for, of course, what she called anti-racist organizing. But the principle of leaving some space, but it's interesting because even when you just said that your worry is that Biden Harris will bring in another more competent, more airbrushed Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So is this just buying some years? In other words, if they're going to do that, that just gives us more time to try to
build the defenses on the edge of Stalingrad.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Right, to get ready for the bigger fight. And it's going to be a fight against them, too. That's the other thing about it. And one of the problems is that when the Democrats are in office, the leadership of our left of center, interest group organizations, spend so much time cleaning up after them. Right. And I was just looking at it. The first chapter of my long-suffering book that I just, the chapter that I just rewrote, and recalling that that when Obama was in office, The AFL-CIO, that's just one example that comes to mind. There are a lot of others. Publicly denounced the deficit commission that was threatening Social Security. And the denunciations were good, like the setting off the public alarms were good and important, but they went out of their way not to mention who appointed that commission, because it was Obama, right? And the Obama administration had tried to privatize sections of the Postal Service too, but you can't mention that now because like Trump's the demon who is responsible for everything.